Yeah, just imagine that those
So
people
we're just in
aren't
a
there.
rectangular
We
room.
don't
Right.
know there's anyone there.
Okay. I can't turn myself around.
They're gone.
Gone.
For now.
For now.
This
Yeah,
is a lovely
you should be able to
coffee
move it now. Okay, hold on 1 second. You haven't met yet. Hold on. Okay, everybody can move their characters now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So as you enter the house, the guy moves past you at the entranceway and takes off this big mighty cloak that was covering him outside, so you couldn't really make out what they were wearing. But he's got just kind of, it just looks like just kind of regular old clothes. There's no like particular armor or weapons dangling from him. He does have a mask covering from bridge of nose down, and his hood is got a little hair poking out of the bottom, but is a lighter color, not necessarily blonde, but not quite brown either. That's just poking through the bottom, to where all you can see are his eyes as he's talking to you. And he throws the cloak to the side and says, "Thank you for trusting me. Now, could one of you close the lock behind the door for me?"
All right, Baron will go over and do that.
Oh, so I was holding the door, so I was gonna. Okay.
Oh, true.
Locking us in. You're locking us in, mate.
And as after he says that, he moves back towards the kitchen area and starts preparing some food for all of you and getting glasses of mead ready.
My anxiety
Is
rises.
there like a
Anxiety ready.
Jesus. Is there
I
a
kick it-
table here or something, or somewhere?
Oh,
we can
you guys
sit?
can't see them. Ha ha ha.
Now.
It's a hell of a rug, though.
That's a fancy rug.
The hell of a rug, though. My
This is
goodness.
my chair. I claim it.
Made from silk spider web.
Rosaline pulls back the chair and sits in it, and puts the axe off to the side just so she can easily access it at any sign of danger.
Ooh.
And she's watching this man prepare to make sure he doesn't do anything sneaky to the food.
Okay.
Baron's gonna make his way over to this chair over here. He's gonna pull it out and is he like preparing food? Is that what he's doing?
Yeah, he's getting cups of mead and food ready for all of you.
Okay.
Do with anything, sir.
Baron's gonna have a seat and he's gonna say, we need to
Magic,
introduce
this
ourselves.
furniture.
It's just
Sorry, I'm
popping out of
Baron-
nowhere.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm Baron Silverhammer. What's your name?
Nice to meet you, Ben. You appear to be from the Uhala region, am I correct?
That is
Ooh.
correct. Have you ever been?
I've spent my fair share of time throughout these lands. My name is Malak Bola.
Luck.
Malak.
Great to meet
forgot
your
to get-
acquaintance.
My note taker. Where's my note taker?
And he grabs the glasses of mead and sets them down to the people who are sitting and hands them to people who are still standing. And then goes
Malak, you
back to
say?
making food. Yes, Malak Bola. Still hasn't looked
Baron's
any
gonna
of you in the
wait.
eyes. He's been avoiding eye contact and making food.
Help.
Tell me, you said that you were gonna explain where we are. Where are we?
Let me prepare this food. I will sit down and we will have a little chat.
I think Malak's right. We could all use a little bit of a rest after the morning we've had.
So he's
I
just
feel fine.
he's still over there chopping. Brandy, since you're over there, roll a perception check.
Galbina's just
I'm gonna die.
in his bed.
I'm gonna take a nap.
That's what I was thinking. I was gonna touch it to see how soft it was. What am I rolling? Perception?
Perception, yeah.
17. 18, sorry.
Okay,
18.
so I'm gonna move your character real quick because you were up here first. So while
sorry.
you're walking by these barrels, you notice what appears to be something behind there. And you kind of jump up and look over the barrel because they kind of stand at your height. And you notice that there's a chest back there.
Can I
For
see her?
I'm
Can I
going to
see
keep that
her looking at
information to
something and
myself.
jumping currently?
Yes, you can see her.
What are you doing, my dear?
I'm just looking over the barrel. I'm checking. I'd like to see if I can. I'm very short. I want to see if I'm taller than a barrel.
It's
That's
rather
all.
rude to just run around a man's house and look at everything without him giving you a tour.
No, lady.
There's no
I'm allowed to
offense
do what
given.
I want.
Malak
Grayson says,
Go ahead.
Grayson says, despite being a gnome in the game, her character's still in fact taller than Brent.
Malak kind of stops cutting and looks around the corner and says, "Oh, she means no offense. There's none taken either." And he grabs his tray of salted meats that he was cutting up and heads over to the table.
Did I notice he did anything suspicious as he was preparing the meat and food?
No, he as what you saw was a man preparing salted food and pouring
Salt,
cups
you
of
say?
mead. So salt.
Ooh. I just a side note, I wrote down that Baron was very curious, but I'm gonna take that out because I think Galbina just outdoes me in that aspect. I was looking at the screen, it was like watching a toddler walk around the building. It was like, oh, they're at the bed. Oh, there's the barrels.
Yeah, right.
I was sitting in a chair. I was like, holy. I love it. It's so funny.
Okay. So he sits down at the table with his
love it.
tray of meats and kind of looks to Kenrith and Galbina and says, "Come, join me. Let's have a chat."
How does these salted
Take the
meats
chair,
look?
take the chair, my dear. I
Do
can
they
stop.
Thank you, darling. My
How
old
do the
bones need a
food
little
look?
rest.
How does the food look?
I'll stand
Is it-
on this side because I already know there's this disdain between me and Rosalina, so I'm gonna not stand right by her. I'm gonna
It's
move to the other side.
Rosaline.
Okay,
I
so
didn't say that
Okay.
out loud. I didn't say that out loud. That was just my thought.
so
You
Rosaline
have a high chair? Fuck you, Grayson.
looks at looks at the meat and can tell that it's quality meat. He obviously doesn't just go out and find random squirrels and rabbits and such. He gets his meat from a market and doesn't eat like a slob like the boat does.
Rosaline did not eat dinner the previous time. So she's currently like mouth is watering. She's staring at this meat. It is appetizing and just smiles to the group and says, may I?
Of course, go ahead. Now, Ben,
She devours.
You introduced yourself. However, I have you two. What are your names? And he looks over at Kenrith and Galbina.
Rosaline's stuffing her face right now.
Who should go first, mates?
You're the one scoping out his place. I mean, I'm sure he's curious of you a bit more.
So, my name's Ina.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance. And are you? Anyway, what's your name?
Was that directed at me?
Yeah, he looks from
Who did he
Galbina to
say?
look at
Are
you.
you or?
Was
Yeah,
that are you at her?
No, that
Yeah.
was at Kenrith.
Okay, that I'm just gonna shoot him a glare with that. And my name is Kinrith.
Roll an intimidation check.
Oh,
Oh,
I
shit,
love it.
Blair.
15.
He gives you a smirk. Nice to meet you, Kenrith. And he looks across the table to Rosaline, who ate a good chunk of the meat that was on the tray. And you, I can see your armor is. Are you of noble descent?
She wipes her face so it's clean and swallows down a bit of mead. Yes, my name is Rosaline Capthorne of the house Capthorne in the Kingdom of Eastalia.
Ah, yes, the Capthorns. I know of them. Pleasure
Oh.
to finally meet someone from that family. And he looks around the table, and he looks all of you in the eye at this point, and you see a glint in those eyes that just puts you a little bit more at ease with who you're dealing with now that you've kind of looked at somebody who's looked at you back. And he says, now you all wondering why you're here. I can't answer that question. What I can tell you is where you're at. You've washed up on the north end, middle section of Gionar. This area is fairly quaint as far as Gionar goes. The more west you go, the more turmoil you'll encounter. South, you'll find the town of Gilsman. It's not a big town, but it does have its pleasures, and you'll be able to find rest and maybe some work if you need it. I don't know why you're here, like I said, but should you find yourself in need of coin or help in some manner, you might find it there. To the east, on the far corner, if you follow the rocks from the beach, you'll find the All-Star Watchtower. It's not quite abandoned, though a bit of a madman lives there. His guards ever watching. There's always one outside, and I wouldn't dare mess with them as they've had their fair share of battle. The Wizard's Tower lay south of there. No one may enter the Wizard's Tower. Understand me when I say no one may enter the Wizard's Tower. You move
Why?
south from there, you'll find the sea town of Riliac. Riliac is rich. You will find a lot there. However, they have been under siege from bandits for quite some time now, so I have no idea what the town is doing currently or what kind of state they are in. Off the coast of the town of Riliac, you will find the Isle of Dialar. Now, the Isle of Dialar is unknown. I would recommend not going there, though it is very intriguing. The mountains to the west, which lead to the Folsom Kingdom, which is quite the richest place in all these lands. The mountains have been impassable for some time, though recent earthquakes have possibly shaken loose path. Couldn't quite tell you. I tend to stick to myself here in my little cottage and, make my trips to Gilsman as necessary for food and mead, but that's about all the information I can give you.
Do you have a map by any chance?
I might be able to scrounge one up. Give me a second. And he goes off towards his bed and barrel area.
So
I'm just watching him constantly now.
Why was he so afraid? What was he looking out for at the front? Is the wizards nearby? Is it that nearby, do you think?
Well,
Yeah.
the whole township
He's-
to the south.
He said east is the Watchtower, and south of that is the no, wait. Yeah, south of that is the east, is the Wizard's Tower. So southeast.
2 towers to the east, and then a township to the south.
No, I believe it was east of the beach is a watchtower, then south
Yes.
of Watchtower was the Wizard's Tower, and
Yeah.
south of the Wizard's Tower is the town of Riliac.
Mhm.
Yes?
I'm getting a
I'm
map
up
ready.
to
Hold on.
it.
I believe
Okay.
so.
Riliac was okay.
I'm
And
gonna
something
I'll
about
go-
the
I'll
Eye
go
of
back.
Dialog.
That's northeast. No, northwest. That's north of here somewhere.
Map.
I followed him.
Okay,
He went
I
before
followed him.
maps out.
He
I am
comes
on
up
his
from
back.
reaching under
Wait.
his bed and turns around to Galbina and kind of, what the fuck are you doing here?
Here, wait. Can I
I'm gonna go over there right now. I mean, not
You-
physically, but camera wise.
Okay,
Rosaline, how are you feeling
I don't
I s-
know.
I sent
after
the
eating
map.
the food?
You sent the map.
I scrolled up. Yeah, okay, it's in the Discord thing. He's gonna come back to the table in a second. I had to
Wait.
get it. So he comes
So
back to
we're
the
just
table.
north of Gilsman, then.
Yes.
To him.
Okay.
Okay.
So he
Oh,
he
shit.
comes back
Alright,
to
I
the
can't find it.
table, and why Why did that pop up? This is the map, guys, for my stream.
Never mind.
Ta-da! He comes back from the table and lays an old tattered kind of map-ish looking thing down on the table for you all. He says, "Here, this is all I have."
Thank you.
Perfect.
Where are we at on this map?
You are
Just
where
north.
it says Gilsman, just north of there.
Okay. Rosaline, how are you feeling after the meat?
She's eaten most of the meat at this point, and takes another swallow of the meat to wash it down. It's been.
I'm
been
more
sit-
seeing if you're like poisoned or anything at this point. Like, are you nauseous?
How is she?
Hmm?
How is she after eating most of the meat and mead?
You're ready for a nap. You're not feeling like sick or anything, but you got a belly full.
Oh, quite delightful. I would like to take a nap, but I assume he wouldn't allow us to stay in his premises.
I'll grab a few bits, a handful of the meat, and just start chewing on them.
Okay,
Baron
y'all,
will do
if
the same.
People on
Take
my
a few
stream, this
swigs.
is the map.
I'm gonna bring it up in front of everybody. So, what's in that chest? Behind the barrels.
He kind of looks at you and he says, "Well, now is that for you to know, or for me to know?"
I don't know. You said you're a friend. Might as well tell us.
About that time that you were asking about the chest, you hear you hear a pounding at the door, and then somebody outside yelling, "Balaam! Balaam, open up!" And he looks at all of you and says, "Don't say a word."
Expecting guests.
Jump off the chair.
Rosalie just sips the mead very slowly while like giving like a look like
You hear
she's a
another,
bit-
"Balaam, we saw you go in there. Come on, bring your guests. Let's have a chat."
They
The-
sound fun.
He still is sitting at the table, not making a sound, and like looking at all of you, seeing if you're, doing the same thing.
Yep. I walked over to the
Yep.
kitchen to be like,
On
in
the
case
cutting
they
board.
burst in.
Uh,
I'm just cleaning. I'm just cleaning.
roll a dexterity
I'm
check,
imitating.
Galbina.
Oh, are you serious? God damn it. I'm gonna
Dead.
fuck us all over.
I hope you have another character made.
14.
Okay.
Not bad.
So as you're kind of walking around the counter, moving to the back of the room, you nudge a pot, which kind of clings into another one, and Balam or Malak whips back as fast as he can and
Sorry.
looks at you.
I just mouth. Sorry.
And
Rosalind gives you a disappointed look.
Yeah, Baron gives the same look.
the pounding at the door has stopped, but it sounds like somebody's. You hear a rustling and metal, and you don't quite know what's going on. And Balam says, "Quick, one of you behind those barrels, bring me the chest."
Rosalind's not the stealthiest person, so
Can I roll a dex before I try and do it quietly?
Don't worry about being quiet now. They know we're in here. Just
I'll
get
just
me
go.
that
Ding, ding, ding,
chest.
ding. I already went.
Go.
Ding, 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 ding.
We're
I
not
can
going.
sneak up and in there.
Galbina's already moved the chest to the door. She's answered the door. She's out of the door.
Well, I don't know if she can move the chest. It's rather large compared to her.
She
Is it?
in the chest. She is.
It's a normal size. Like, it's not as big as it looks on the map. Once again, leave me alone.
Okay.
She's
I
on
yoinked
the
it. I yoinked
stove.
it.
Okay.
Hop, hop,
Well, I mean,
hop,
it's not small enough for you to carry, but it's not as big as the
Oh.
map. It's not a 30 by
Can
30
I just
chest.
open it and take whatever's out in it?
Galbina, you are
Give
the
me a
most
strength check.
ambitious D&D character I've ever
Let's
seen.
just
I
carry
don't
it
know what I'm
together.
doing. This is my first time. Let me live.
She's allowed to do
Rosalie.
everything that she has done. Roll me
I'm
a
just standing by the chest with her, waiting for her to see if
Oh.
she can open it.
Never mind, someone's
Yeah.
there.
roll me a strength chest, Galbina.
You guys are making me hate myself.
You have a -1 to strength, don't you?
I do.
Because I used to have a sickle and you would fight with it and we were like, oh no.
I rolled a 1 on a -1.
Yeah.
Whoa, I ain't moving it, baby.
Okay, so
Oh.
she opens the chest and
Oh,
Kinrith, the barrels are out of the way by now, by the
son of a
way,
bitch.
sorry. She opens the chest and inside is very ornate decorated plate mail and a sword with an engraving that neither one of you recognize. Galbina goes to try and lift the sword and it pulls her into the chest. To which she climbs back out and says, I can't do that.
Got my
Uh,
staff.
Let's bring the chest to him. Like,
Yeah,
yes.
Baron is gonna make his way over and try and give
I'm
Kenrick
just grabbing one of the handles on the side, waiting for someone to help me drag it
Okay.
with me.
Malak
Yeah.
is starting to
Rosalie's-
make his way over as well.
Rosalie's just sitting at the chair like, they got it. No need.
Okay, so
Oh,
Malak has
Sit on the defeated
Malak
as
has
fuck.
Malak has now made his way to the chest and says, "Here, just allow me. Go watch the door." So he starts putting on this very ornate armor and scabbard and pulling all of the equipment out of the chest.
Should
We
we
like
hide?
see him putting it
Baron-
on.
Can you?
Yeah.
You cannot, but Baron and Galbina and Kinrith all could.
Baron's gonna be eyeing up that armor. He's like, it's like seeing a real nice car. He's like, oh, damn.
Roll
Oh,
a do a history check, Panties.
A history check. Good. I have a +0 for that.
It's better than a -1.
That's true. It's a 15.
Okay. You notice that it's definitely not this era of forgery. No current smith that you have ever encountered has such masterful work as what is adorned on this man's armor.
Oh.
Current era.
Okay, and as
Wow.
he
I'm
sees
gonna-
that,
I'm just watching the door here at this point.
into the
Because he said to watch
room come
Oh no.
Rosaline has gotten out of the chair and holds an axe watching the door, obviously.
I'm still holding my
Uh,
quarterstaff as a walking stick.
Okay, these bandits come through, and
Oh.
the leader down at the bottom says, "Oh, come on, Balaam, you know us." And Balaam just kind of comes back out into the main entryway. I'm assuming Baron would follow him at this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna go along with Bala.
Friends of yours, Bala?
I have no friends. This man has been trying to rob me for ages.
So, what is
You
your
got us.
name?
My name? You don't need to know my name. Just hand
I-
over Balaam here and nobody'll be hurt.
I highly suggest, for your safety and for ours,
For
that
my safety.
you just simply turn around.
Him and his bandit compadres just start laughing maniacally over you.
I look at Balaam, like, to see, like, just look at him real quick to see, like, for recognition of should I.
He's dead stared, not breaking character, looking at the bandit
Okay.
leader.
Okay.
And the bandit leader, they kind of quit laughing, and he brandishes his he's got a mace and a shield, and he just kind of goes, "All right, then, if you want to fight, you gotta fight. Roll for initiative."
Yay!
Brandy's face.
Okay,
when you
so
said
fun
roll for
fact,
initiative.
if you
I'm
are
so excited.
if you were rolling with Roll20, click your icon on the screen and then click initiative, and then that will roll for you. And then
true.
put it in like a turn order.
How do you want us to do this, Fork? Do
Hmm.
you care if I use dice? Do
Oh,
you...
you can do whatever you want to do. I trust
Okay,
all
I
of
just
you.
wanted to make
My
sure.
God.
What?
She ate a lot of food. She's a little sluggish right
Oh,
now.
jeez.
2 with a -1. 1.
Ooh.
Oh,
13.
I
No,
am 11.
What'd you get, Lapras?
15.
Rosaline's 1. What were you, Baron?
11.
Okay, and Galbina?
Rosaline's
13.
number 1.
Number 1.
Oh,
Yo.
no.
Kenrith got 15.
Okay. Da-da-da-da.
Oh, hello, kitty. Here. No, come here. She didn't come here.
F.
And at the very bottom, Rosaline. All right.
Little darlings. Just give me a bit.
All right. So, Bandit Archer 1 is going to go first. That's set. Okay. He was here. So, he's going to move up to there. Yeah, he's there. And what? Yeah. So, he's going to take a shot at Rosaline there.
What kind of damage is... Oh, well, actually, wait.
Yeah, he doesn't hit.
Yeah.
It's not a critical miss, but he doesn't hit. So he knocks his arrow and fires at you, and just kind of it sails to your right, not even close to you.
Pathetic.
And then the leader's gonna move. $36. Where's the ruler at? I always forget.
It is the circle with the thingy in it.
Yeah, it's the
I
4th
believe.
option on the top left screen.
Yeah. Oh,
Do you see me going
Woo!
nuts?
Woo!
yeah. Okay. So he's good there. So yeah, he's gonna move up to Malak, and he's gonna take a swing. Ooh, he hits. I gotta find my dice. And Malak takes 2 points of damage. Okay, and that takes it to Kenrith's turn.
Seeing the metal, judging, I'm gonna shoot an Eldritch Blast at this archer that's furthest away from us.
All right.
I'm gonna assume my character's too stupid to recognize an Eldritch Blast.
17 to hit.
That hits.
10. A 10 on the hit.
What was that?
A 10. 10 damage.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you shoot your Eldritch Blast, and he falls to the ground, dead. He dead.
Ooh.
Just drop him.
Yeah, he dead.
Okay.
Okay.
Baron's gonna look over at Kenrith and be like super shocked. He'll be like, "Holy shit!"
What's just happened?
Okay, and Malak's turn.
I thought
He
you were just a dude.
brandishes his sword and goes to swing at this bandit leader in front of him. Okay.
The weird thing that y'all do notice about my Eldritch Blast is that I did not shoot it out of my hand, but rather I opened my mouth and it came out of my mouth.
Oh,
Dude, no way, really?
Yes, I just like,
okay.
Hog.
What is an
That's
Eldritch
so
Blast?
cool.
Yeah, what is that?
It's
does it
a
look like?
warlock specific cantrip that it's a force damage. I don't know how to explain it.
it's
Does it look like magic, like light coming out of
Yeah.
your mouth?
kind of. It can be invisible too. Like Eldritch
Ah,
Blast is like it's just
ooh.
flavorful.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Malak,
when I was a warlock, I used Eldritch
Crazy.
Blast a fuck ton.
Incredible.
Malak swung his sword at the bandit leader and caught him pretty good across the chest and did 3 damage to him. So he's still standing pretty tall though. And that takes it to Galbina's turn.
Whose turn is it
Galbina.
after me?
Galbina.
I don't know if I'm really supposed to tell you that, am I?
Well,
It
I
can
think
be
I'll-
open
It would be
knowledge.
I
pretty
think it's
meta,
1d10 actually, Grayson.
It is a little meta.
okay. Well, I'm gonna do because I just saw him do this. Kenrith. I just saw him do this crazy weird thing with his mouth. I'm kind of scared of him. So I'm gonna go and give guidance to Baron.
Okay. So Baron, you have the guidance, which gives you the one. What is it? The 1d4
Hey.
added on to his rolls.
hmm
Okay. What that actually brings up Baron.
All right. So Baron's all jacked up after getting guidance, and he's gonna look over
Ugh.
at Kenrith and go like, "I am glad you're on our side." And he's gonna cast Searing Smite. So that's gonna just add fire damage to his weapon. Essentially, he gets like
Burn,
it says their
baby,
weapon
burn.
flares with white hot intensity, and the attack deals an extra 1d6 fire damage to the target and causes the target to ignite in flames,
Oh my.
which is pretty
Cool.
badass. Yeah, so you'll have to do a Constitution saving throw because it's.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna attack. Oh, I can't. Oh wait, yes I can.
Yeah, that should have
I'm
been
gonna.
action.
Yeah, it was a bonus action. So for my action, I'm gonna swing my hammer. So. Oh god, that is a 12.
On the leader, that does not hit.
No. Okay.
Okay, so you've got this hammer that's just white hot, and you swing it at him, and he kind of looks at you and throws his shield up at your hammer and just kind of, yeah, right, and goes back to looking at Malak. And then it is, I didn't mean to zoom out. The rogue's turn. He's just gonna move up here because that's about all that he can do.
There you
So.
go.
All right, and Archer 2 is dead, and Rosaline, you're up now.
Oh my god, it's me!
Hey.
So this frilly, I guess she's not hyper, but she's like, definitely a more like girly, frilly woman you've met this whole time. Suddenly her whole personality shifts and changes. She has a smirk, a shing to her eye as she pulls out Lawrence and says, "Oh, darling, you've made a mistake challenging me." And then she goes
That's
after wait, where's my thingy? Is this a rogue you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he went up to her, so she's gonna take a swing with Lawrence.
Okay.
Lawrence, the act.
Well,
Okay.
I know.
So that's a nat 20.
Oh my.
Oh,
Oh god.
Yo.
I think that hits.
I think, yeah. Does it? And so she I guess it's 7 on the first roll and 4 on the second roll for the extra damage.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 11.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So how do you want to describe how you kill her or kill it or?
Yeah, so she turns into a completely different being and just raises Lawrence above her head and brings it down to completely decapitate a man right in front of her.
Holy shit.
She likes decapitation.
And he dead, his head rolling on the floor to the
Oh.
side of the room, and just
And then like I would like to think his body's still standing a little bit, and then she just kicks it away.
Oh shit.
and the body flops to the ground.
I
Like
just
it's-
grin at this, seeing this. I was like,
And she
Mhm.
flips her hair and looks at the boss and says, "Oh, sweetie, you're next."
He kind of looks over at you, and you see a little bead of sweat start to form on his forehead.
Nice.
Okay, the archer's gonna get to go again. He's taking another shot at you.
By you mean me?
Yeah. Your AC is like what, 16?
Yes.
Yeah, he doesn't hit. So once
Nice.
again, he knocks the arrow, fires, gets a little bit closer to you this time, but it's almost like this guy's missing an eye or something because he can't get close to you. He can't hit you. All right. Leader gets to go. He's actually going to. He's going to turn to this guy and just be like,
no.
"Hey, you can't hit me. I bet I can hit you."
Oh shit.
Oh, I hope
What-
he doesn't win that bet.
What's your AC?
Sorry. AC 18. What up, baby?
Oh God, yeah, he misses.
Wow.
So he
Tanky.
so he swings his mace at you and just kind of like hits your shoulder armor, and it bounces off without doing anything to you.
Baron's gonna laugh. He's gonna, ha! You may be able to hit me, but it's not gonna do anything.
Okay, Kenrith, you're up again.
feeling the power surge from earlier and that respect that I just felt from Baron from seeing me just drop a guy. I'm going to shoot at the other archer, opening my mouth again, just releasing another Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
I'm getting more and more terrified of him.
Yeah,
Reasonable, yes.
15 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
All right,
The Eldritch
D10 again.
belch. It's like a fucking.
I love it though.
Eldritch
6.
belch. 6. Okay.
Yeah.
So you open your mouth and you shoot that blast out, and he takes a real heavy hit and kind of falls to a knee and stands back up and glares at
Whoa.
you menacingly.
Uh-oh.
And then I guess I'll move and reposition myself.
Okay.
Yeah, 31, 2, 3. I'll
How many
just move
squares
right
can I
there.
move?
Whatever your.
The rest of us can move.
You can move
The rest
5.
of us can move 6. She can move 5.
Okay.
Yeah. Gnomes got
Okay.
small legs.
Malak is gonna hit the leader again for this one. Okay, so Malak once again slashes back across the leader and does another 4 damage to him. And he's
Crush him.
with his side turned to Baron, he comes across the shoulder that's holding the shield, and he's just kind of like in nice deep gouge. He lets out just a feral scream from it, and goes back to facing off with Baron. And that means it's Galbina's turn again.
Albina.
Can I rush behind him and give him a big old whack with my quarterstaff?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I want to do.
And
I
you get
can-
advantage back there too.
That's what I was looking for, baby.
Do an advantage for flanking.
She gets advantage for flanking.
Okay, gotcha.
And then my quarterstaff is 1d6. Or
Sounds
it says
right.
1d8, and then it says 1d6, and then in brackets beside it, it's 1d8.
That's
1d8 if you're
for
holding in both
two-handed.
hands. Yeah.
Oh, I think I'm one-handing because I just ran up.
Hit him with your cane.
I am
The brandy cane.
3.
What that was
Oh
your,
yeah, what was my? I don't know how.
you need
That's
roll a d20.
thank you. Sorry, I'm fucking garbage.
No,
3.
you're good.
It's okay, sweetheart. It's
So
your first
excited.
time.
That was
Yeah.
great.
And then what do I put to it? Just what it is.
Plus whatever your modifier is
Strength,
that you're
I
using to fight.
So you're using D&D Beyond. There should be a hit DC. So you add
For-
that number to whatever your roll is.
So
So
you're
it was 9.
That
so
does not hit.
1d9.
Damn.
Oh, so
No.
No,
yes.
no, it's 10 and then 9 is 1.
Yep.
Wait. You're using a quarterstaff?
Damn it.
I don't think quarterstaffs are finesse.
What?
That's what monks I think you're thinking of.
They're simple. 1d6 bludgeoning.
Yeah, it's gonna be a strength, not a finesse. So it'll use strength.
Yeah.
We gotta get you some finesse weapons.
Well, I wanted to use my spell, the shillelagh, but I need a mistletoe or shamrock leaf to use it. So I need
Oh,
to
are we
go
doing
adventuring.
components for spells? Is that something we are actually?
That is a
And
good question.
That was a conversation we needed to have before this.
Yeah.
I
The
didn't know
reason
that
why.
was a thing.
Yeah, so in
Some
some
spells,
DMs,
yeah.
they'll say, "Oh, well, you don't have to do components because it's like it's a lot
It's
to
a
just
lot.
Hmm.
It adds a lot of complexity.
yeah."
Oh,
But some DMs, if they want it to be really complex, they'll do the whole component thing. I've never been in a campaign where the DM was like, "Yeah, let's do components," because usually they're like, "That's too much to pay
Mhm.
attention to."
So yeah, let's not do components just from what
Okay.
you guys are
Are we
saying.
I
Um,
highly
yeah.
recommend not for a starting
Yeah.
DM.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
let's not.
Just a follow-up question. Are we doing because there's also like verbal and somatic spells. So if your hands are tied, you wouldn't be able to do a somatic spell, right? Or if you were
Yeah,
if
that
you
that one I
couldn't
will
talk, you
say
could do a verbal.
yes. Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
that one will
Just
be a
confirm.
thing.
Okay.
So
Cool.
that means, Brandy, since we're not doing components, if it says you need like a specific item, you
Mhm.
don't have to have it for your spells.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Damn, I would have used it then.
Slay to your heart's content.
Yes.
Oh, good. That's good news for us, to be
Mhm.
honest with you. Good
Yeah.
Okay,
Brought that
so your little butt runs up
Bonk.
behind him and goes to smack him with the
And he ducks.
quarterstaff, and he doesn't duck, but it just kind of bounces off of him because he's a pretty burly man, and you're a little gnome swinging a stick at him. So
If anything, I think he jumped from you instead of ducking because you're so low to the ground.
all right, that takes us to Baron.
All right. Do I still have that like buff from
I agree,
Gina?
Grayson.
It
I think
lasts
Guidance
a
and burning, yeah,
minute,
should
I
be
think.
over.
Or are you talking about guidance?
Yeah.
Guidance.
Yeah, guidance lasts until you use it, or
Oh,
her
cool.
concentration's broken or something like that.
I see.
I think it's
okay,
after that
cool.
one event. So
All right, so
Really?
I'm gonna. Oh, yeah, okay, so I'm gonna use my warhammer again. I'm gonna try and smash him again. I'm gonna use guidance this time on my hit. Is that possible?
Yeah,
Okay. What is
yeah,
it?
if
A
you didn't use
D?
it's a D4.
it's a
D4?
1d4 added to your
Okay.
roll.
I will. Brandy, can you roll the D4 for me since it's your spell? We'll combo this motherfucker.
Combo.
Had to find it.
It's the pyramid.
You shouldn't have asked me, gamer. Sorry, I just killed you. It's a 1.
That's all right. So I got
Cool.
16 to hit.
That hit.
7.
Hey, it worked.
Seven.
Okay, so that is a D8 for damage. Okay. That's 3 plus my what is it? My searing smite damage,
The
right?
1d, yeah, and your searing smite's a 1d6.
So he has to do a
Oh, the con save.
Constitution saving throw. Yeah.
What's the DC?
Should say it on
Sorry,
your
it
spell.
is 13.
He fails.
Nice.
Yo, sick. Okay. So he takes 1d6 fire damage.
Burn, baby,
Boosh.
burn.
Oh.
Disco Inferno.
That was a 1, but he is on fire.
I'm just leaving it in there.
So that's a total of 4 points of damage to him.
Okay. He's looking a little rough at this point. You take your hammer and you swing that bad boy into his chest, igniting the clothing around his armor. So he, like you said, he's on fire now, and he's looking pretty rough. There's blood coming from his mouth, and he's kind of wobbling a little bit now.
Okay. At the start of his turn, he has to try and make another
Con save?
Constitution. Yeah.
Okay. And Rosaline, you're back up now.
I am? Oh,
Uh-huh.
there's not an okay. Man, all these people are surrounding this man. But I already said I was I said I was gonna go after him and he was next. I
Aw.
can't go against that.
That's fair.
5, 10. Yeah, she's gonna go over here on this side. Oh, if I can.
Holy.
Walking on that dead
This
body.
poor man.
This poor man. Yeah.
Headless man.
She takes a swing with Lawrence.
Okay.
You know, classic beautiful Lawrence, my good boy. Does a
Apple of your eye.
16 hit?
A
Apple of
16
my eye.
does hit.
Nice. Okay. And she does 11 damage.
Yeah. So how do you want to kill him?
Nice.
She
Holy
doesn't,
shit.
she doesn't decapitate this time. She just swings down on his skull to crack it
Oh.
and split it in the middle and pulls back Lawrence. And as he's like wobbling, about to fall over from, well, dying, she blows him a kiss and then he falls over.
Oh my god, that's some like Mortal Kombat shit right there.
Fatality. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
I love it.
She
And-
blows him a kiss and then turns around to smile at the archer.
That's what happens. So he, like she
Baron's-
said, the leader falls over dead, skull split in two, and leaking all kinds of who knows what out of the top of his head.
Baron's
I
just
imagine
gonna,
blood.
Baron's gonna look over at the lonely archer over there and just go like, "Not looking so good for you now, is it?"
He kind of starts.
I've been
Dancing
glaring
around.
at that archer this entire time. I'm just ready.
Archer starts crying.
after
This is his pants.
after watching in what is basically 30 seconds, 3 of his friends and fellow
Leader.
pillagers fall dead, decapitated, or
Yeah.
split open. He says, "Oh, fuck this," and
I'm out.
throws his bow down
I
and
would fucking leave, yeah.
and gets the F on out of there. So you're done. Yay!
Do we have any
Yeah.
range
No, I was
kill
gonna
him before
chase.
he leaves?
As soon, because I was assuming the door was left open there
Yeah.
because he's running out. So
Yeah.
I was gonna move right here and just release an Eldritch Blast on his way out the door at him.
Okay, roll a hit.
Let's go.
Well, that's gonna definitely hit. 21 to hit.
I was gonna make it even harder to hit him, but you rolled a 21, so no.
His voice is very accurate.
And 7 damage.
Yeah, you caught him as he's sprinting away in the field. You let out that Eldritch Blast and hits him in the back, and he goes somersaulting forward and drops dead outside as well.
Holy shit.
I just put my hands on my waist and just admired the peaceful prairie view as I saw this guy just drop in a little somersault.
Oh my god.
Okay.
As I said, Grayson, we're not murder hobos.
Looks like
Okay.
you're not going to have a problem with them anymore.
We're just innocent travelers.
Malak wipes the blood off of his sword and sheathes it in his scab, and he says, "Thanks for that, but there will be more. They never stop." And starts walking back towards the chest to put his armor back away.
I mean, if you put their bodies on the fence posts, I'm pretty sure people.
Well, that would ruin the field now, wouldn't it?
I think blood's rather great for crops, isn't it? That's why I heard that somewhere.
Rosaline
they-
pulls out a handkerchief from somewhere in her pockets and shakes it and starts wiping off Lawrence, cleaning him to make sure he's pristine and there's
Nice.
not a drop of blood anywhere on him.
Speaking of blood, y'all are all rather covered in it now.
Wait, is she actually covered in blood?
You decapitated someone
decapitated
and
a guy
cracked
and then
someone's head
picked him
open. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's like you angled it in a specific way just so like you're like turned when you're decapitating somebody and you can duck out.
Like she would definitely perform her actions in a way that she would avoid getting as much blood on her as possible. Does she have blood on her?
Yes.
Oh,
Sorry, I was looking at something else. Yeah, you decapitated that guy and then split another guy's head open. So yeah, I wouldn't say you're necessarily covered in it, but you've got a good amount of blood on you.
Now that her personality is switched back to her normal self, she's, brought back down from the adrenaline and the high of murdering people. And she realizes she's covered in blood and is absolutely disgusted and starts like, oh my goodness, I'm filthy, and starts like immediately cleaning herself.
Well, maybe we could go to the falls and have a little shower after this. Get ourselves clean.
That sounds delightful.
There we go.
But she's like
Just
really
like-
rubbing it out. She does not want to be here or covered in
Grayson,
blood.
stop.
I'm gonna hand her a handkerchief that's actually a minor illusion. I'm illusioning up a handkerchief in my hand.
You're a bastard.
Like behind my back. I'm just gonna hand her a handkerchief.
She doesn't trust you, but right now she's so frantic about being covered in blood that she's gonna fall for it. Oh my goodness, thank you. And she reaches out to grab it and realizes there's fucking nothing.
I just laugh. No one gets one every time.
She gives you a death glare, not something you want to see from her.
I'm not very afraid. You dropped some, I dropped some.
Malak, now that we have a minute, can I take a look at that armor?
Why would you want to do such a thing?
I mean, I'm a forge master. I just want to admire the work. You have no worries about me stealing it. I've got my own armor.
Or do you?
If you would like to gander at it, you may open the chest and take a look, though I assure you it's just armor.
Okay.
Because yeah, he's
And-
taking all of his stuff off and putting it back in the chest at this point.
Baron's just gonna gawk.
I'll walk over to it as well.
I'm wondering, who were those guys? What, like, were they from Riliac? Is that who they were?
They're just some bandits. They think I'm someone else, and they won't leave me alone.
Is that why they called you by Bolum?
Interesting.
Yeah, they keep saying that name.
Did someone live here before you?
And now I built this.
So what do you think of the armor there, Baron?
What did you say, Fork? You said it was from a different time. It looked like.
Yeah, so when you inspected it while he was wearing it, you could tell that it was very ornate, very masterfully done work, but it was not by any known forge master to you, and
So
you
I
know
wouldn't have-
most forge masters.
I wouldn't have recognized it then.
No, you just recognize that it is masterful work.
Does it? Because I remember you saying from another era. Is it recognizable to me or familiar in any way? The working or the styling?
Roll a history check.
Fun.
Actually, Rosaline is curious about that too. She probably saw him in his armor, correct?
Yeah.
She's trying to see, like it looks intricate and like as if it's purposely designed that way, so it might be that of a noble house. So she's trying to see if she recognizes it too. Is that okay if she rolls something?
Yeah, roll history.
16.
Okay. So just kind of like Baron over there, you being around different sorts of armors and stuff, you recognize that it's masterful work, but you don't recognize any forge master that it's been done by either.
Okay.
I rolled a
Completely
10,
out of my
so-
wheelhouse.
You rolled a what?
A 10.
A 10. You look at it and it's ornate armor. You don't notice anything that would stand out to you.
Yeah, not a noble that I'm aware of.
Impressive work.
Very impressive.
I
I've
think
never seen anything like this before.
nor has many people.
You're a rather odd fellow with such decorative and impressive items in such a small location.
Odd is a better term than most terms people use for.
Baron's gonna close the chest and make his way back over towards.
BM, help me with the barrels. Let's move these
Oh,
back.
yes. We're gonna put the
Nice.
barrels back.
Being kind fellows, hiding it again for him.
His mask when he was eating with us, or did he even eat with us?
You didn't eat, right?
He didn't eat.
No, he didn't.
He just gave us food and I ate it all. Okay, well, 90% of it.
I'm gonna approach him now, knowing that he didn't eat, and try to make eye contact with him and look into the hood.
Okay, roll. Do a perception check.
Can we all do it? I feel like we're all looking at him.
Dang.
I'm
7.
not.
Oh, I am.
You see a man standing before you. I mean, if you guys all want to, just tell me what you're looking for. Whenever you
I'm
roll.
looking for familiarity. If
Yeah.
that makes sense.
I mean, you rolled a 7. You don't see much.
Yeah.
you see a man standing in front of you with a masked face.
Yeah.
Baron's gonna just kind of inspect the mask itself.
Okay.
Is that an investigation check too?
Roll. Yeah, do investigation.
Oh, not one.
It cloth.
Just a mask. Yeah.
If
Alright.
it's not armor, Baron doesn't even see it.
I know this may seem strange to y'all, but do y'all mind if I have a word with Malek by myself?
Yes, I don't trust you at all, mate.
Because you saw this man's armor. What
You
I
let
just
it out of your fucking mouth, my dear.
yes,
That's
I have
unnatural,
powers.
mate.
Malak
It's
kind
not
of
power.
Malak
That
kind of
is
steps in between you
unnatural,
and
mate.
calm down. Calm down.
Unnatural.
Ina,
Now-
I think he defended us. I think we should
That's true.
Give-
All
no,
right.
It'll be a quick word.
give him his privacy
more
for
than
just a
A
moment.
few minutes.
All right. I don't
Baron's
trust
just
the man.
gonna step on the beautiful rug.
The beautiful rug.
He's gonna give him
All right,
his
Kenrith,
distance.
where do you wanna go to talk to
Can
him?
we have a conversation away from eyesight?
Probably like around the corner where the bed's at. Then.
Yeah.
Ina, darling, do you mind getting the blood at the back parts that I can't particularly reach?
Oh,
Of course, darling.
at this moment, is anyone hurt? Are you hurt, Ranger?
No,
Nobody got
nothing
hit.
hit me.
I think
Yeah.
only the main dude got hit. The main guy did get hit. Our
Mm.
guy.
True.
Malak got hit,
It's all
but
good.
Yeah.
you don't need to worry about him.
Malak, I noticed you give me a certain glare earlier.
Melamoon.
Not as you appear, are you?
Correct.
Soft as much. I haven't seen one of you kind in quite some.
She's done it.
So you are not of me then.
Not of you, but I know of your kind.
Okay.
Sounds like a changeling.
Now,
But I won't say
why
anything.
are you here? Galbina, roll a
Can
stealth
I-
check.
Okay.
That
I was like, why does she have to roll a stealth check? And then I just looked at where she was. I'm
I
like,
just
"Oh my
realized that's-
God."
I'm like so into character right now. I'm not even.
3. Oh. 3.
Galbina!
So,
Sorry.
as you approach the wall, you fall flat on your face, making a loud thud.
Boosh.
And Malak and Kenrith
me.
immediately silence and come back around the corner.
Silly me. Oh no. I was
And
wondering where your kettle was. That's all I was wondering. I'll be going. Why?
I'm just gonna state very loudly. It seems the mistrust may be labeled on the wrong individual here.
And
Alright, thank
Malak
you for your word, Malak.
Malak looks at you and gives you that same smirk as before. And he
Baron's
kind of
gonna
looks.
look-
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're going.
Baron's just gonna look over and just kind of wave after seeing Ina fall on her face, and I'll just call her over. Her and Rosalind.
Where are you?
I'm on
He's
the
in the
beautiful
rug.
Oh, you're on the rug. Holy shit, you're
On the
camouflaged.
rug.
Guys, come check out this rug. This beautiful rug.
Roll a history check there for me, Panny, since you're
Oh.
inspecting the rug so
Ooh,
much.
on the rug.
I love
Good.
the rug.
Actually, if
Oh,
everybody's
please.
gonna go look at it, everybody who's wanting to look at the rug, roll it.
I'll
He's-
roll too. Now that he's pointed out this rug to me.
A history or
Zero
infection?
care in the world about this
History.
rug.
History.
15.
I'm just wanting to talk with Malak more.
Ooh, I got a
Three.
21.
21.
Okay, what'd you roll, Brandy?
3.
3. Okay, it
I'm
cloth.
so unlucky.
it also cloth.
Baron, you notice that though it's not armor or anything that is forged, it is obviously not just a run-of-the-mill market rug. It is high-quality fabric that has been woven by hand into this masterful piece
Ooh.
of artwork.
Nice cloth.
Nice cloth. Rosaline, however, being of noble descent and having knowledge of history of houses, notices in the middle of the rug, which is where your eyes are kind of drawn, is this. Hold on, I gotta find my notes. Is this crest of two swords are crossing with an eagle in the middle grasping where they cross at, which you recognize as the family of Kiro crest.
Let me write that down. Family of what?
Kiro, Kero.
Kero crest. Do I know what kingdom or, noble house, like where it is?
They are from the same continent as you, though they are in a different region. Hold on.
So are they part of the kingdom of Estalia?
No.
No.
They are, yeah, so you know the history of the families of your land. They are a modest kingdom, though obviously not poor because they are a kingdom. They are not the richest kingdom in your land, but are well known amongst the people of Valstock.
While they are distracted with the rug, I'm going to try and continue my conversation. Like, what do you know of my kind? I've never met another myself. I'm whispering this, by the way, to him.
Ina. Just,
Ina,
They-
stay still.
They disappeared a long time ago, along with the dragons. Not very well liked.
She's in
around
dead
here.
open here, so we can see her.
okay.
Okay.
I'd say somebody keep an eye on her and like say fork whenever she gets to
You
somewhere.
have to take control away from her so she stays on that bench.
I can't pay attention. My character's
Done.
busy looking at a rug.
So you, have,
Same
so
with
you
mine.
haven't seen another in a long time as well.
You're a bastard.
You know what? Here, if you want to keep moving, I'll give you rolls. I don't care.
If you
There you
wanna
go.
keep failing stealth checks.
Okay, so anyway, back to Malak. So like the dragons, they were not well liked. Though I had a friend that was your kind. Quite good to me.
I haven't seen another. I don't know what I'm doing, honestly. But
Tickle.
there's a reason I'm here, I'm assuming, and maybe you could help me with that or figure it out.
I'm not the man to ask, though. Your path may lead you back to me at some
Okay. I appreciate the help
course.
and the information. It's what I've already heard from prior studies, but thank you.
Okay, so as you guys are inspecting the rug, they finish up their little secret conversation, and Malak kind of gathers your attention, and he says, "Now, I know I probably gave you more questions than answers, but at least you know where you are. Should you find yourself back here, you're always welcome. Though I may not have beds for you, you're welcome to rest here. Might be. If I'm
A
not
roof
here.
over
Um,
our head is better than most places.
If I'm not here,
I
just come on in. The door is unlocked. As long as I'm not here.
I do have questions for you before we go our separate ways. First, I'm very curious about this symbol on your rug. It seems to be the crest of Kiro, is it not? Do
And
you happen to be from that kingdom?
so he kind of, his head twitches and his eyes focus on you intently. As you say, as you start to mention the crest and the name, he just, no. And roll your
Does she-
perception.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Perception, where are you? I have shitty ass perception. That's a 14.
Let's go.
You can tell that it's kind of like one of those mixed signal kind of feelings. You can't quite tell if he's lying, and you can't quite tell if he's telling the truth or not. But you can tell that there's something that's mildly off about the answer.
She smiles and, like, very kindly shows that she means him no harm and tilts her head and says, "Really? Oh, I would assume so. I mean, to see such a beautiful crest on the rug and to also recognize my family name makes me think of you possibly being a noble of some sort. Then again, I don't mean to pry."
Just he kind of looks off. That name died a long time ago. And he turns around and just walks away.
She looks very concerned. Is she aware that the kingdom of Caro has died? I don't think she's heard anything of that sort.
He wasn't meaning that Kara. He was meaning his own name.
What?
He was meaning. Was I
Think-
not hearable there?
The roll a what would that be? Insight or yeah, Lappers, roll insight.
Oh, I was gonna go from our conversation that I could tell that he was old, but
I mean, but do you want to tell them about your conversation?
no. I was just gonna relate that little bit of info, but
So
just connect the dots. But insight, okay.
Rosaline's already set up for a noble marriage, Grayson. That's why she's doing this.
11. Okay, so
Interesting.
since you had that conversation, you'll pass it, and yeah, you can determine what you said is true. That it's not the kingdom.
It's
his
his
name.
noble house. Yeah, got it. Well, I apologize for prying, but again, you're being very kind to us, and I really appreciate that. However, why?
Why what?
Why offer us your home? Why offer us knowledge? I mean, we are just strangers to you.
So he doesn't slam, but kind of forcefully puts the knife that he had in his hand on the table and moves close enough to where you can see the wrinkles next to the eyes, and the hair is a little clearer to you.
It's gray.
And
Yay!
Back up.
Just
scared of him.
stares directly into your eyes for not a long time, but longer than people normally stare into your eye. Roll a perception again.
I
Me?
intimidate?
Huh?
Perception.
What'd you
Is
say,
he trying
Brandon?
to intimidate her?
Did it go through? I don't think it did.
Oof.
Oh no. That was a me roll. Damn.
Uh, hold
The
on.
oldness blinds her.
Yeah, so you just stare into his eyes.
I'm so shocked that someone would approach me this closely.
Yeah, that's what it is. You're taken aback, and he just kind of states to you, "There's nothing here about that family."
Wait, that's not what she was asking.
What'd she ask? Sorry, you distracted me with your nat 1 of a roll here.
She's basically asking why is
Why
he
you
being
doing-
so nice?
Oh.
Why is he like
Oh, okay,
providing his
okay.
home to us? Why
Sorry.
is he like, letting us stay and feeding us
You flustered
when
me.
we're just strangers?
I had a whole thing planned out. It was gonna be good and everything, but okay. So,
Damn, sorry.
it's
I know.
okay. I just got to think about what's going on now.
She kind of dropped that because now she's like, oh, it's a sensitive topic. I'm not gonna push it on the other one.
So you ask the question. He stares into your eyes for longer than normal and just says, "When the time comes, you'll."
She looks concerned at such a statement.
I think we've outstayed our welcome.
I was
We've done
literally
very
about to say that.
stressful events. Let us part ways. Thank you, good sir. I thank you for the meal.
I will
Hopefully, our
s-
travels with you again someday.
We'll see you again, though hopefully on better terms. Go ahead.
Malak,
Indeed.
if you happen to stumble upon a dwarf named Vistra, would you
Oh,
please
right.
would you please extend the same hospitality that you gave to us to her? And would you be able to kind of guide her in our direction? I believe we're heading for, what was it, Gielsman?
The south of here, the south town.
Yeah.
I guess that's our next stop.
And tell her I'm safe.
I see. I assume she looks like you.
Yes.
Cool. We'll keep an eye out, and I will keep an eye over if found.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.